Welcome to Los Angeles Memorial Stadium. Today, an early season non-conference showdown here on EA Sports College Football, hitting the SEC against the Big Ten. It's the Rutgers Scarlet Knights and the USC Trojans. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
When you step onto the field for a USC football game, you know you are in the heart of history. Los Angeles Memorial Coliseum in Los Angeles has seen more sports than you can imagine. Hosting 2 Summer Olympics in 1932 and 84, it is also set to return for a 3rd Olympic trial in 2028. It was opened in 1923, and more history has happened in the Coliseum than anywhere else in college sports. Back to you guys.
Holly, thank you. The Trojans headed toward the ball, and we are ready for action. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So Rutgers offense will dial up the first ball plays in this one. And here comes the junior running back. He's one of the top runners in the sport, and certainly they'll go to him early and often. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Making the adjustment on the play. Hits inside. It's Mitchell. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27. The Scarlet Knights can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. To the air, it's Knight. Left side, it's Turay. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. New set of downs after the completion. Fresh set of downs going up top. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. Quarterback gets the first down. Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33. And the Scarlet Knights come to the line with a new set of downs. Straight ahead, it's Mitchell. 9-yard pickup on the play. It's now 2nd and 1. That kind of pickup on first down, and you can take a shot here on 2nd and short.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
Trying to escape and get it himself. Guided out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 14. Inside the 15, 1st and 10 from the 14. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Back's got it on the screen. Tried to set up the screen, and the defense wasn't having it. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. 2nd down, going to throw it. Extending the play. Lets it go to the end zone. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. A tough start to the opening drive as the defense comes up with a big play.
And that's a big mistake here early in this game, and I know how that feels for a quarterback. You're playing on the road. You want to come out in the first drive. You want to march it down the field. You want to throw a touchdown pass, but you got to be careful, and you can't be too greedy. I think he got a little bit ahead of himself on that last throw. Going to be really important he settles himself down.
Out wide left, it's Gage. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down.
Yeah, great catch, but great read. I love the quarterback understanding. You're going to see the blitz. I'm going to get the ball to my running back quickly, let him get the first down. Nice job by the quarterback seeing that really fast.
He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. And the Trojans trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Williams unloads to the wideout. Got him downfield. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. From the gun, running back gets to give.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
Well, that receiver's looking at his teammates like, guys, what's up? You're not going to block for me on the screen? Seriously? Oh, no, I just lost yards on a screenplay. How does that happen?
Left side, it's Bowman. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. The Trojans go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Play fake, Williams. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. This drive was rolling, and then it got thrown into reverse. Here's a 2nd and 18. Fights off a defender. And he's brought down after a short gain.
And a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
3rd down from the gun, Williams. Fires to the wideout. Soft spot in the middle. Touchdown, Trojans. Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
This coaching staff was trying to identify playmakers on offense early this year. How about the start of the season this guy has had? Scored in their first game. He scored early in this one. Defenses up to this point don't have any answers for this guy.
On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Look out! And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat. That's the end of the period, and USC has the lead as we get a look at the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. Making the adjustment. To throw, it's McNabb. Out wide right, it's Thomas. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Ton of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. On target. He's going to have enough to pick up the first down as they stop him at the 33-yard line. The Scarlet Knights come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw one first. Rush right in his face. Flip it out to the back on the screen. Makes the grab, and down immediately. He picks up a few.
And man, you gotta love that from your corner. Willing to pull the trigger right away. Obviously, the running back slips out of the backfield. They throw him the football, but he doesn't waste any time. He doesn't hesitate, pulls the trigger, runs at him, makes the nice tackle, and gets the stop.
Slides past the sticks, and he converts on 2nd and long. Great awareness on the scramble. And the Scarlet Knights want to crank the tempo.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't, and he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
The last completion got him 6. Now it's 2nd and 4. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Mitchell. They pull him down, but he's got enough, and it'll be a first down for this offense. The Scarlet Knights kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Leaves it with the back.
Well, it just seems like everything is working for the offense on this drive. Another nice game, this time on the ground.
Playing the option, man. Consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
Wide open on the right. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11. The Trojans decide to use their first timeout. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. On play action. Bought a little time, lets it go. Finds his big tight end. Good throwing catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. Just a little off. Incomplete.
Well, how about if you're the defense right now? You've been on the field, you've given up a lot of yards on this drive, but if they go for this here on 4th down and you come up with one more stop, that is a huge play, and that's got to give you some confidence.
Quarterback changing the play. Got to make the play on 4th. Hit as he throws, and the ball goes right to the ground, incomplete.
Nice job by the defense. Great pass defense, getting in the lanes, doing a really good job understanding they were going to throw the football in this 4th down. They played it well. Incomplete pass. Defense turns to offense.
He'll do it himself. Shakes off the defender.
They go with the option. Quarterback keeps it himself. And look, we've seen this guy on tape, guys, break these tackles and take it the distance. This offense should keep dialing up these option plays. Don't let that short gain by the QB prevent you from running this scheme in your playbook.
Right side, it's Weaver. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down.
Nice job by the quarterback, pre-snap and post-snap. He knew the defense was going to be playing zone coverage, and there was no doubt in his mind where he was going with that football.
On the move, it's Gage. They were all over it. Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. Throwing, Williams. Oh, pressure's coming. They got him. Great pressure by this defense. And we might as well state the obvious. 1st and 2nd down didn't work out. 3rd and very long. Defense a little too jumpy there, and they got into the neutral zone too soon. Defense just a little too eager, and that's 5 yards for the O. That penalty helps some, but it's still 3rd and long. Motion from the wide receiver. Lined up in the gun, Williams on 3rd down. On the move. On the move at the 30. Breaks into the open. He slides and gets the first down. What a weapon to have a guy who can move the chains for you by any means necessary. And the Trojans have it with a 1st and 10. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. Here's Williams to throw. Swings it out to the flat. He'll be run out of bounds, but there is a flag on the play. I know defenders hate quarterbacks and love nothing more than hitting them, but you're hitting yourself in the gut when you get a 15-yard penalty. Play action with Williams. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. Williams looking for a man. Blasted as he lets it go. Just had to get rid of it.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
Williams from the gun on 3rd down. They're all over him. Got the big paws on it, but couldn't hang on. Instead, it'll be 4th down.
Great job by the defense dialing up some pressure on third down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
The Trojans will punt it away on fourth down. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin them deep. Punt goes out of bounds, and a really nice job as they stick them deep in their own end. They'll mark it around the 10. The Scarlet Knights start this drive. The offense looks ready to go. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On first down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Long incompletions are okay. We got to take shots. You got to make big plays in college football. I love that you're taking shots. Keep taking them. Some of those are going to come home. Some of them aren't. But when they come home, they equal big-time points.
Going back to the well, another deep ball. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down. And the Scarlet Knights send out the punt unit. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Not a lot of room to field this one. Coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. Here comes the Trojan offense ready to go on the attack. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
No, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game, you're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Now we're going to have a timeout taken by USC. It's their second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. And now on second down for this offense. Williams. Going to throw it deep. Touchdown Trojans. What a grab in the end zone for 6.
Man, this offense has started the season off so good. 1-0 a week ago, right? Now building on it again. Great job putting points on the board. It's still the first half, but this unit looks dialed in.
And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle. Here's the return from inside his 10. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he's stopped right there. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Back to pass, it's McNabb. Rolls right. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Out wide right, it's Teray. Now the Scarlet Knights call timeout. It's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. The Scarlet Knights in a good spot here with second and short. Looking downfield, and time is running short. Trying to make magic with his feet. They'll force him out of bounds after a solid pickup on the play. They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Sells to run, looking to pass. Complete with conviction on the crosser. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Quarterback signaling to his guys. Snap on first down, wants to throw. He wants to go deep. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Did the work himself. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. We're just about ready to start the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. They start this third quarter with the lead, but they might want to think about shoring up that protection.
Yeah, the good news is...
Caught, and he's got room. He's brought down at the 29 after a 10-yard gain. First down, 10 yards to go. Williams on the play fake. Under pressure. Gets rid of it.
This pass rush is serious, man. When you watch them on film, they do a nice job in the back end, taking away all the throws downfield. He's trying to get to his check down, but that pressure gets to him, and the hit forced the incomplete.
Hit and drop behind the line. He'll lose a yard.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. Williams throws to the wideout. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. And the Trojans decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Trying to make one miss. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Here comes the Rutgers offense onto the field. So they get the ball back after the defense forces a punt, and I'm sure they tried to make some adjustments at halftime after a little bit of a rocky first half. They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. Wants to throw. It's McNabb. Flush to the left. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. And the Scarlet Knights with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. And he feels the heat coming and it burns him up. Another sack. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And this defense goes back-to-back sack, Jack. The Scarlet Knights will... Punted away. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so we got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. The last completion got him 6. Now it's 2nd and 4. From the gun, it's Gage. Oh, he's got some space. And he's tackled, brought down at the 19. They're into the red zone with another first down. The Trojans come to the line with a new set of downs. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
Here comes the heat. And it's caught! Touchdown, USC!
And a really nice job understanding I got to get to that gap where there's a little bit of open space in the middle of the field. When I run that post route, QB lays it out for him, and he catches it, gets 2 feet in bounds, in the end zone, touchdown.
On the move from inside his 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. And the Rutgers offense heads back onto the field. This could end up being the biggest drive of the game. Now 21-0. You have to keep it from getting out of hand. They make the stop, but what a job on the scramble to get loose and pick up that first down. Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. Quick give. It's Mitchell. He's got the first down. At the 35, he's open. Gashes the heart of the touchdown, Scarlet Knights. How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option? And a huge run from the back for 6.
Man, it's nice to have a running back that can do that. That makes everything else easy on offense. Hey, hand it to that guy. He makes a big play. Yes, please.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he's stopped. Here comes the USC offense to get this drive underway. And after that last score, this is just a 2-possession game now, and they'll be looking to find some cushion on this drive. Gets away from one, finds room. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move. Throwing, Williams. Setting up the screen. Makes one man miss. Fighting off the defender. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. A lot of offensive coordinators love to screen you to death and work the ball down the field, Jesse, but a negative play like that will take you out of your game plan.
And that's not the last screen that they've got in their playbook offensively. They're going to try and do it a few different other ways, but give the defense credit. D-line doing a nice job watching the quarterback, stopping the rush, and everybody just seemed to hone in on the running back on that screen.
Third down from the gun, Williams. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. He's knocked down short game, maybe a pickup of 3. That defense rallied to the ball in a hurry. Trying to get started. Excellent coverage and tackle that time, and that's how the third quarter comes to a close. That's the end of the period, and USC has the lead. A quick pause here to look at the numbers as they are threatening to pull away in this game. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Finds his tight end. A little more space, open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. And the Scarlet Knights headed quickly to the line.
And in this situation late when you need 2 touchdowns to win the game, everything's going to have to be.
And the rush will get to him at the 25.
And there's no mystery as to why this team's losing today. They've given up 5 sacks. They cannot keep their quarterback upright. You just saw another example of it right there. He has never been able to get into rhythm throwing the football.
He found a little opening and got loose. They couldn't stop him in the backfield, so a solid pickup there. He's changing the play. Looking for a man. It's McNabb. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll be 4th down. Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. Snapped on 4th down. Rushes on. Crosses the 45. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
Man-to-man coverage is a great opportunity for scrambling quarterbacks to take off and run because everybody on defense who's covering has their backs turned to the quarterback, obviously, because they're chasing an intended receiver or target. So good job that time by the quarterback knowing I've got man coverage. If it's not open, I can take off and go make something positive happen.
Fresh center down's going to the air. And he fires over the middle. It's incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball. This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. The run inside. It's Mitchell. Turning it on. Now well within striking distance as that 3rd down play gets him a first at the 29.
And after giving up a long run defensively, they don't have a chance to substitute now. They've got to get ready to go because the offense is going tempo.
His defense fully aware that he can run. They stop him after a short gain. 2nd and long here. Snap in the shotgun. Got there right as the ball did. Jarred it loose. It'll be 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Changing the routes with his receivers. Looking to throw. It's McNabb. A shot toward the end zone. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. Now, wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. Snapped it, and he has to have it. And they get to him and sack the quarterback, and they'll stop the drive on downs. DB's right up on the receivers. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Tackled behind the line, and he'll lose 1 on the play. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Here's Williams to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man downfield. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28. What a dynamic play on that last one. Flips the field, and they've got it 1st and 10 from the 28. Defense showing blitz. Will they bail out of it? Fires to the wideout. And here's the pick. And oh, did they need that right now. There he goes. He's at the 40. He's at the 20. And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, Rutgers.
How fast did this game just change? Offense in the lead with the football looking great. Defense makes the big play. We've got ourselves a ball game now.
And he tacks on the extra point. Bringing it back. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. Here comes the Trojan offense ready to go on the attack. And after that stop by the defense, a productive drive here. Couple of 1st downs, maybe a score, and they could put this thing away. Stopped in his tracks. He got nothing. It'll be 2nd and 10. Clock continues to run, and they'll be happy to wind it all the way down before they snap it. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Bowman. Oh, he got loose. Just broke the tackle and still on his feet. They make the tackle, but not before he picks up the 1st down. They've got a 1st down here. Want to start its bend to this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, 4th quarter. Couldn't ask for anything more. And the throw to the sideline is complete, but won't be enough for the 1st down. And the Trojans can really attack on this 2nd and short. Play fake, Williams. Timed that hit perfectly to keep him from making the grab. It'll be 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. It's Williams again. Look out. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
Man, I can't do that here, right? I got the football. I got the lead. The clock is my friend, and now I cough it up. Offense have to understand the situation, have to understand I got to get to the ground. I can make sure I don't fight for extra yards. I make sure I don't fumble, costly fumble.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done.
Goodness gracious, this is a master class, a clinic on how to get to the quarterback. The 7th sack of the game. Are you kidding me? That's a season for some teams. They've lived in the backfield.
Rush right in his face. Out wide left, it's Mitchell. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
And they really haven't put the ball in his hands and said, go win the game. Like, it's kind of been balanced. But this offense, down the stretch, this is a great indication for this offense because he's making a play through the air in a big moment. Gonna need more of it.
The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. 1st and goal from the 9. Looking for a man. It's McNabb. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Now 2nd and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. Oh, pressure's coming. And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
And this D's had some good moments today. And they've had a lead, and they've let that lead shrink a little bit now in a big-time moment. Can they step up? Can they make the plays to get the ball back to their offense? They've had a pretty good day, but now it's closing time.
Runs it into the house. Touchdown, Rutgers.
And great job executing. The offense did what they needed to do. You got somewhat of a decision here. Do you want to kick it, tie it up? I think you do with this time frame. 1 to 2 minutes left in the 4th quarter. You probably want to do that, but you could push the envelope. You could go for 2 and try to take the lead.
What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Williams throws to the tight end. A strike downfield. Breaks a tackle, and he might have room. The Trojans use their first timeout. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. From the gun, nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up.
And if they're going to run the football late in the game in this situation, not that close to scoring zone, they've got to take a timeout here. You've got to make sure you save as much time as possible and communicate with your quarterback.
And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. They need to get a little closer for a field goal try, and they've got to do it in a hurry. Lined up in the gun, Williams on 3rd down. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
This really has been a master class by the quarterback with decision-making, right? We've already seen him throw multiple touchdown passes in the game. He's understood when to take his shots and when to throw it away when things aren't there, like on that last play.
They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Looking downfield, it's McNabb. Back's got it on the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. Offense uses a timeout. 17 seconds left on the clock. Making the adjustment on the play. Back to pass on 2nd down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Trying to make magic on the scramble. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's 1st down. They'll get the timeout with 5 seconds remaining to play. Drops back on 1st down. Going to take a shot. Incomplete. The final play of regulation, and now we head to overtime. All right, guys, so here we go in overtime, and just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possession starting on the opponent's 25.
And you want to play defense first because you want to know what you need. That's a key philosophical approach for most teams when it comes to overtime, David.
Yeah, and remember the rule change a couple years ago, too, and the second overtime and two-point conversion. So all this stuff is situational type football that you better have worked on throughout these weeks of the season.
First play of the first possession of OT. Running inside, it's Mitchell. And he's tackled, stopped at the 14. They'll move the chains. They've got a first down in the red zone. The Scarlet Knights have pushed it inside the 20. Going to the run, it's Mitchell. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
And man, how many times are we going to call his name today? He has been so much fun to watch. Got a couple of sacks, add another tackle for a loss here. He has been all over the field, and he has made some serious plays for this defense.
You want to give this guy a chance to get some yards after the catch, but there was nothing there.
Yeah, give the defense credit. You saw their speed rallying to the football on the perimeter.
The defense is there, and a great job to keep him from getting to that first down marker. He's hard to get a handle on. It'll be 4th and short. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. Plowing ahead on 4th down. He will be stopped short of the line to gain, and they'll turn it over on downs. First down, and they'll win it with any kind of score here in overtime. Williams finds a soft spot in the middle. I think that receiver really had two choices there. Catch the ball, or he was going to wear it in his chest.
Yeah, he was going to be maybe taking an ice bath after too many of these curl routes. He catches them in the body like that. This quarterback has a cannon arm. The receiver found the soft spot in the zone, and man, the quarterback gave him no choice.
Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Handoff from the gun. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Keeps it on the option. He got it in, and walk-off touchdown in overtime.
Game on the line, and they've got to be the more physical side. Great job getting blocks up front. He was able to skirt his way into the end zone, David, to win this game.
Man, that's why I want the ball second in OT. I know exactly what I need to go